I
Are we
am
live?
live. Oh.
I'm barely
You
alive.
alive.
I feel
Oh,
like
alive, not live.
well, alive and
Alive.
alive.
Alive. Yeah.
I'm having struggles mentally, physically. Just
Yeah, my audio is just
all the
being
Ellies.
funky.
I couldn't find the thing I was gonna try to mix my paint with, cause it's all stuck at the bottom. Oh
Oh,
look!
your wet palette?
No, at the bottom of my pot, my paint pot. It's all stuck
Oh.
at the bottom.
Oh, you gotta shake that bad boy up.
I can't.
Do
Like, look,
it.
it's just like stuck.
Oh.
Green. It's all stuck. Shit! Ah! I hope that hurt everyone's ears. No, I'm kidding. I don't want your ears hurt. Good morning,
Especially
everyone.
not for us West Coasters.
I know, it's so early for you. How are you alive?
I know. I don't understand how you do it. I can't do it.
I mean, like, you were up an hour before this. That's the crazy part. All dressed up in a suit. By the way, if you guys saw on Twitter, Max is
Oh.
like getting dressed up for someone on a date. Is he even dressed up now? I don't
What?
even know. No, he's
No,
not
no,
dressed
no.
up now.
Are you going on a date to church?
I
Sure.
wish. That'd be great. I'm on a
Would you
date
ever
with
go
Jesus. No.
on a first date to a church? Like,
Oh, that's a good question. On a first date, I think that may be a little bit intimate, but because like a church is technically like a home for people, you know?
mm,
So I think it may be a little bit too
it's too intimate.
like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I gotcha. I
So,
gotcha.
but no, that was actually for the picture that I put up on Twitter is actually for my LinkedIn profile. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Not your Tinder,
Not
your LinkedIn.
But
No,
you
no.
could use it for Tinder if you
You
wanted.
could.
Yeah.
Could
You know
I?
that actually that's one thing we should do for Max is we should get control over his dating profile.
On
If he has
Tinder?
one.
Yes, let's do it. He's like, no.
I don't know. I don't know. We have some pretty great taste in ladies, if you couldn't tell, Max.
This is true. This is
Yeah,
true.
I mean,
And
Kara's
I
my
re
best friend for a reason. Gosh.
and I respect y'all's opinion. So I definitely would appreciate it. Now, the only problem with that though is I don't have any dating profiles. I got
Yet.
rid of my dating profile. Oh, that was
That's because
aggressive. Yet.
that's because we're gonna
We're
help
very
you.
aggressive yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Guys, would you like maybe that would be a fun stream, except for the fact that your like location is on there and all that.
Oh yeah.
Like
We'd
fun
have
doxing stuff.
Because yeah, like my career would be on there. And by the way, I don't put YouTube on there. When I did have a Hinge account, because I ain't gonna do Tinder. So when I had a Hinge account, I just put Marine Corps. I didn't put YouTube.
I don't think I would put YouTube
Probably
ever,
for the best.
even if I were to date now. Like hell no.
No.
I think there would be a lot of like I don't want people to know. I want people to know me organically, not through my internet videos or whatever.
Imagine if someone found you on Tinder and they were like, "Are you the famous Xray girl?"
Hey, like it's weird. So I've only had two, like, I guess run-ins that people might have known who I am that get to know my private information. And it was one was at the airport.
Oh.
The what do you call it? The border guy?
PSA?
Really?
Yeah. I wore
Wow.
a Geeks and Gamers hat and I probably shouldn't have. And I think that's why. Because the thing is, I'm actually so blendable. No one recognizes me. Except,
Asian.
yeah, except when I'm with like Mark or I have something like that. But, and then the second one was, I, I have we'll call it an accountant, a government accountant, who was like, "Oh my God, are you?" I'm like, yes. This is awkward.
I am.
And you know all my shinfo now. But I think that's fine. You know, none of them seemed like the type to worry about.
Hello, cat.
Gideon! Do we even see Gideon?
You saw him briefly. He was like the shark in Jaws. He just popped his head up
Dun
and then he's
dun dun
Are you
dun.
gonna...
Okay,
Here
I think I've
comes...
thoroughly mixed this green. This green looks
Where
so
you going,
gross
buddy?
unmixed. But yeah.
What are you doing the green for?
Grenades.
Oh.
I'm gonna put this with a bit of black.
The grenadids.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna make the smoke, which is gonna be like
Ooh,
a
that was
gray
loud.
and black
I'm sorry.
mix. Look, it's a green stick. Gross. Oh, this is like a really bright green. Holy crap.
Well,
Ew.
that
Green
little
splooge.
recognition thing was also really similar to Kara's first meetup in Vegas. Like, people were just coming up to her. just going like, I know you, and you're like, you do?
True story. It's like,
Yeah.
that's cool. I actually, like, years before this, whenever I used to live in San Antonio, so this would have been probably like 7 years ago, I got recognized outside of a Best Buy.
Oh
Oh.
wow.
I was like, what?
Eh,
What's your streams? I was like, oh shit. I was
That's
like,
cool.
like that was back whenever like I first started and I was only averaging like maybe like 10, 15 people in my streams.
Oh my gosh, that's insane then.
I
That's
was
so
like, what are
rad.
the
Yeah.
odds?
I love it.
You have a unique look then, girl.
Yeah.
Well, I was a very bright. I think I was a redhead at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna
Gus
ask
is
what's
on there.
probably been like the most oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Tesseract
Like
green. For you asking in chat.
um
Oh no, go ahead.
um yeah, what's been like the wildest you've done your hair? Uh Xray, I don't think you've really done
No.
anything too
Straight or
crazy.
curled?
Oh, I have.
Straight.
Black.
I mean, I used to do hair, so my hair has been some crazy colors.
Nice.
Hi, Gus.
Hi, B.
Hello, sir.
Kelly.
Hi, Gus.
Gus Gus.
There you go. There you see him.
Oh, I can hear that.
I
That
can hear the
big old
panting.
panting.
Oh, did you take a video of coming home to him? Oh my god, that would have been so cute.
Oh, he does not get excited.
Oh. Oh, I was a little sad about that.
He doesn't get excited. He's just like, he does like a little shake, and that's it. That's all you get out of him.
That's fair. He's a big boy. He has to expend
He's
a lot
big
of
and he's
energy.
old.
Yeah.
Do some gold today.
I think I put too much green. Now it just looks black, or too much black. Now it just looks green. Well, no. Need more green. Looks black.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Good
learning.
morning, chat.
I might have to just put a whole new pile because that just was ridiculous how quickly that went away.
Oh, it was the paint dried up too quickly.
No, it's not green enough. I
Mhm.
mean, it's for using glowing green, but I don't have a dark green to make grenade looking colors. Sorry, chat.
I was initially gonna say, because my initial reaction was gonna go, "Oh, it dried up," but then I was like, "Oh no, Xray is gonna use that." So I was like, "Oh, you mean the paint dried up too quickly?"
Oh, there we
Because
go. That's perfect. That's grenade green, I think.
oh, good, okay.
Well,
Did you just completely glaze over
I don't
the
think she
sex
wanted to.
joke?
Yeah, she didn't want to acknowledge it.
wait, what happened? No, I actually have no idea what happened. What happened?
I was saying my initial reaction to when you were like, "Oh no, it like didn't work," or you said something like that. My initial reaction was like, "Oh, did it dry up or is it dry or
Oh my
something?" And
god,
then
I didn't realize!
that's why I purposefully
It
said,
went
"Oh,
over my head.
did your paints dry up?" So,
It went over my head, I'm not gonna lie.
no problem.
Whoopsies. I don't know what's good anymore. I was so tired. I haven't had a sip of my coffee. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee.
Yeah, get some of that coffee.
Coffee in.
That
I
coffee.
got me some Monster, so I'm doing okay.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Kara, Geralt of Rivia
Yeah.
is in my chat right now.
Geralt of the
The Rivia.
Geralt.
I mean, it's
Oh.
capitalized on G and R, so it's
Not
obviously him.
Gerald of the Riviera.
Gerald.
The Riviera.
That's like the Wish.com version of Geralt.
You guys need to play. It's called Arcade Paradise, and it's basically a simulator to where you go in and like you buy this old you have to run this old laundromat for your dad, and who's the dad's name is Gerald of the Riviera.
Of the
And,
Riviera.
like there's so many game references in it. and as you progress, like you basically open up an arcade in the back, and then it's like expanding the arcade. You can actually play all of the arcade games. They're fully playable games. It's a really cool game. I could see you liking it, Max. If you like older games, you might like it. But I
I
got really hooked on it for a while because
what?
I actually had to play it for work. Um,
Oh,
and oh, I did a live stream with the devs, and
Oh.
I
that's
went into
cool.
the stream not knowing what I was doing because
Mm.
I was very unprepared because one of my coworkers was going to be handling like the gameplay. So I didn't play it at all.
Oh,
Oh
oh
no,
no.
And then I was like, oh, oh, I like this. Oh, I'm gonna play this. It's a
that's
really
awesome.
good Steam Deck game.
Oh, I mean, I do love a good
Yes,
Steam Deck game.
it's a really good Steam Deck game.
All right, I think I got his
But Chad, if you
notes.
haven't played it, you should. It's really good.
If you guys could get me to play one game with y'all, what would it be? Like, I go out to Best Buy today, I buy a console, or I download a thing, because I like the amount of gaming information that I know is equivalent to the Warhammer information that you guys know. So I know very, very little about games.
Your game, baby.
I
It's
am,
okay. We'll
very
teach
much
you.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you
yay.
could play No Man's Sky with us.
Honestly, it looks super dope. I like that setting. I like the sci-fi setting. It looks very,
It's
very
pretty cool and
interesting.
like relaxed. I think that's the thing I
Yeah.
like
Oh,
about it.
yes.
Is how
That's one reason I really like it.
I pre-ordered Starfield finally.
I pre-ordered the collector's. Well, you guys were there whenever I
Yep,
pre-ordered the
you're just
collector's
like
edition.
I was about watching all this. I was like, dang girl, okay.
You guys experienced me in full focus mode.
She's like, I'm getting
Uh,
this. It doesn't matter.
I
like,
loved it.
yeah, I have to have it too.
It's okay. I think if you know what you like, that's what you get.
Yeah. I mean, that whole Xbox thing, like, I was just like fully focused on the
Yep.
TV.
Yep. It was so funny. She is like we were all napping and she was watching this like
Yeah,
so
you and
hardcore.
Mac both went off to nap, and then I was just like, Xbox.
She's like, I need to watch this. I need to know what's going on. To be fair, I've never really watched a release. So when I came back from my nap, it was like, oh, this is kind of cool to like see all these visuals. I see why people like these. It's like a little preview of what's to come in my life, what I
Yeah.
should buy.
Yes.
No, it was super fun to watch you in your element. I love I love seeing people in like their passions, if that makes sense, because it's just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just a different side of someone that you don't really get to see often. So it's like I really enjoy that aspect of things. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah, that was 100% my element. I'm
Mm.
definitely more into like the gaming side of pop culture
Yeah.
than most other aspects of it. Like I really into like movies and stuff, but like comics, I'm new blood to comics. Um
Join the club. Join the
Oh,
club.
hello, Gideon. Um, okay, yep. Put your butt in the camera just for everyone to see. Thank you very much.
Um, Tneil89, aka Dislikes Puns for 5, says, Morning! Do you also enjoy the 40K fluff or do you stick to the models? Just curious. Also, I grew up in New York and I still pronounce coffee that way. Um, where do you live now, I guess, is the question. But I don't know what fluff is. What is fluff? 40K fluff.
It's just lore. It's just like all the background information and all the different, like, uh,
The
yeah,
history.
the history. Yeah.
All of Luton's videos and Arch's videos, basically.
Essentially, yeah, yeah. Like, all that stuff is all fluff.
Okay.
That doesn't really, you don't necessarily need to know it to play the game or to build the hobby. or to build the models. So I think that's why it got termed fluff, because it's all just lore and history and stuff that, like, you know, you don't necessarily need, but it's like it makes the game, in my opinion, much more fun.
It's all the
So
nerdy shit Max is into.
Max
yeah.
is into fluff.
Yes.
Oh my
I'm a
god.
fluffer.
Oh
No.
gosh. Okay. Okay. Mark was
Now,
sent to Walmart. I should have told him to get me fluff.
Oh.
Kara taught me about fluff. Was it you?
Oh.
It was you, right?
what did I teach you about?
Are you the one that told me about marshmallow fluff? Or someone taught
No.
me about fluff?
Oh.
Don't you bring me into this.
It's no, it's Wicked Virtue. She told me about like canned marshmallow, and it was one of the weirdest things. Like it's fine.
Oh, have you never had that?
No, I have never had that. And it was very
Well.
confusing for me what fluff was. I should have told him to get me fluff. Oh well. This is gonna sound dirty saying that out loud now. Whoopsies.
Sounds like furry porn.
A little bit,
It does,
right?
doesn't it?
I'm into the fluff.
No, never, ever, ever say that again.
I never will. I regret that.
Are you
Thank
gonna
Tina.
fluff me?
Oh.
Yeah, is it an action or is it like a thing?
I will take the canned fluff from Mark. Yes. I'm going to be very careful with my words here. It's too early to be dirty.
Adjective or verb?
Yeah.
Both.
Oh.
Fluff me.
Yeah, see?
Like frost me. Frost yourself.
I need you to put that fluff in me.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
never saying that again.
Nope.
I regret that.
Nope.
I regret that as soon as it came out of my mouth. I regret that.
X-rays confirmed a furry.
Also what she said.
Oh my goodness. T Neil again with $2. Thank you. Novels, audiobooks, etc. Live in LA now for work. Ooh. Are you in the industry? Like media? That's cool.
The industry?
Not the fluffing industry. That's not what I mean.
No. I mean, if you are into the fluffing industry, LA would probably be the best place to be. So, there you go.
I suppose. I feel like that industry took a hit with OnlyFans, though. I feel like. Oh, no.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
That or they're adding to it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We're talking about prawns, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I think they're just all a part of that now. Now I think like particular sites are probably taking a hit for it. But I think there's actually more people in the industry now.
Yes. Absolutely. Apparently they have chocolate fluff in the northeastern US.
Ooh.
Have you ever tried the marshmallow? Chocolate marshmallow? I've never tried it.
I have not.
No, I've only tried the regular marshmallow. I thought it was called puff.
It is called
basically...
puff.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's yeah, puff or yeah, the fluff puff, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, the jarred marshmallow I think is like the marshmallow puff, and that is actually like pretty damn good. So.
Like I said, I will try it one day, but it won't be today because I'm too late in telling Mark, and I'm not going to get my phone to tell him to get me a jar of fluff. He's gonna be so confused. What do you mean by fluff? Fluff, honey. And then he's gonna be like, "You're trolling me." I know him. He's gonna think I'm trolling him completely.
It's like the dad's trying to do the blinker fluid. Except this is actually real.
For a second, I was like, "What's blinker fluid?"
Exactly.
Ah! You almost got me there, girl. Oh, did anyone ever fall for that? Did you fall for that?
I never did.
Oh, okay. I feel like I would have fallen for that years ago.
Faster Than Jesus says the main reason he comes here is because of our innuendos. Thank you.
Oh.
We
That's
do
all.
have some great
That's all.
ones.
Oh yeah, that's all Xray and Kara.
Squeeze me.
And then apparently there's something. Soul Assassin says there's a deep fried marshmallow, and Darko D13 says there is a caramel and a strawberry fluff. I don't think I would like
Oh,
either of
I
those.
don't think I'd like those.
That's a no for me.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
I would be into, well, chocolate's fine because I feel like you can do s'mores with that. That'd be kind of fun. But I don't know about a strawberry. I'd rather a milkshake if that's the case. Milkshake would be great.
Ooh, yeah. I'm all about the milkshakes.
Milkshake brings all the bites.
Exactly.
Better than yeah. T Neil 89 aka dislikes puns for two says, LOL, I am actually working for Fox Sports. Ooh.
That's
Very
cool.
That is cool. What do you do?
I watch that all the time.
Do we see you on the screen? Are you like part of the screen? Are you like a background worker, like administration?
Hi,
Very
buddy.
curious.
Oh, yep, that's okay. Just, yep, all right. Well,
Is he blocking your view?
he just sat on my table. He just sat on my
Oh
models.
my god. It's like, this is my space.
He's like, this is my stream now.
Is
Bye.
Gideon the star now?
He's being funny this morning. He's like, okay, now that I've got my attention, I shall leave. It's like, oh, okay.
He's such a tease.
He is. He's like his dad. No, I'm kidding.
Wow! Can I say the line we had in our group chat earlier about missing each other?
Yes.
Oh,
If you want.
I'll leave it to Max because this is him. His line.
Well, I felt so bad because like I said, I texted that to you guys, and then I thought I was like, oh, that's kind of funny and goofy.
It's funny.
And
it
then
was funny.
there's like no response, and I was like, oh, I fucked up.
Oh no! I'm so
I was
sorry.
like, oh, that was dumb. I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, if you want to say it.
Yeah, so we were sailing each other. Oh, we miss each other. It was fun hanging out. Blah 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 blah. So Max goes, I never thought I'd say this, but I miss waking up to two women in my apartment. Now, mind you, Max has his own room and we have our own room, so it's not like he's like waking up. But yeah, that was funny. Sorry if we made you sweat a little bit, sir. Or not.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't even. When did you text that? Because I think I was like working or something. Let me see.
It was in the morning. I was at not church. I was at the gym.
Yesterday morning?
I don't even have my phone on me.
No, it was Thursday. No, or Friday. It was Friday. So yeah, I would have been working. I think I was in a meeting. That's probably explains.
I was probably doing housework or playing Final Fantasy.
Or just making you sweat.
What?
Which hey, if a girl makes me sweat in more ways than one.
Wow! Okay, double innuendo at that rate.
We're not the only ones with the innuendos. Max has his own too.
There we go.
I blame Xray. She has poisoned my mind. No.
I have done nothing. I just exist and he thinks I'm poisoning his mind. Gosh.
We started this stream, I think this is episode 12. So we started this couple months ago, a couple weeks ago. And I was like all nerding out. I was like, all right, Xray, so what faction do you want to play? What do you want to learn about? And Xray's over here going, do Space Marines have naughty bits? Do you think they could, have sex together? And I'm like, oh.
Because he said they were genetically engineered, so I had no idea.
I mean, that could mean massive members.
Massive members.
Just throw them down on the floor type of thing.
Space Marines are about 7 to 9 feet tall, so that's a big boy.
Hopefully
you know what they say about big boys. I don't know, which is why I'm asking, by the way.
according to the lore. No, I'm kidding.
Ah! Oh my gosh. According to the
So
lore.
yes, I blame Xray for my
I do not think that I should be blamed for
innuendo.
this. I think I'm just unlocking what was already there. Come on. Most men are very much,
Yeah.
right? I don't know.
It's funny because you'll hear about these women who go on testosterone, whether they're, you know, on it for bodybuilding purposes or for sports purposes, like for athletics and whatever. And you'll hear about their testimonies when they start, getting on TRT or testosterone. And they always say, like, my sex drive gets to a point where it's like a male's. And so all I think about all day is just who can I have sex with?
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So, they I think it was a girl on a podcast, and she was just like, if that's what men have to go through, like, I'm so sorry, because there was just nothing else on my mind except for that, like 24/7. So
Dang.
yeah,
Well,
men tend to be like that.
there we go. We have an admission. T Neil for $4 says nothing super exciting, mostly video editing. And says Custodes have naughty bits. I think that's canon. Ooh. So Space Marines are basically like Ken dolls, is what I'm hearing.
They are. Space Marines are Ken dolls. Custodes may have some bits, and Space Wolves, I believe, have the furries of the Imperium. They have bits. They kept
Oh,
theirs.
so we can call them the fluffs of the fluffs.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, they said, screw your rules, screw your Imperium, we're keeping our naughty bits. So
Okay.
they're all feral.
If that makes you happy, sure. Sure.
I think it'd probably make me pretty happy.
Huh?
But it gets in the way.
Oh, the peepees. Okay. Yeah.
So what have you guys been up to these past few weeks? You guys both have been really busy. So yeah, what have you guys been up to?
Final Fantasy.
Oh, I need to start that still.
Uh,
I seriously put into work chat the other day, going on lunch, aka playing Final Fantasy, and I got 2 minutes in, and I got pulled into a work meeting. I'm like,
oh no!
Sons of bitches. I was like, oh, I'm so mad right now.
Damn, they gotcha.
I gotcha. That's
like literally, I was learning how to do the movements. Like I was learning how to do the
when
controls,
you were
like
young
the walking
Clive
and stuff.
Oh, not even that. Okay, never mind. Walking. Wow, that sucks.
Literally, that's where I got stopped. I was so mad. I'm still playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Me too.
So I'm trying to beat that before I like fully deep dive into Final Fantasy. I haven't decided on if I want to stream Final Fantasy or not.
It's
I
very
bawled
linear.
my eyes out in 15.
I may have had a tear come down in the prologue.
Already?
Hey, there's a lot of when any game has family, love, loss, and just like a roller coaster of emotions, yes.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't stream it.
I mean, I cried on stream like twice, so in my life. Like actual cry.
Oh, I've cried many times on stream.
Oh. Aww.
I got lots of feelings, guys.
Okay. Just show the feelings. I would. I think it's sad when people like hide their feelings. So
You just got lots of emotions, especially us ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Baggage Claim when she was on the other last week, 2 weeks ago.
How was that?
Oh, it was so much fun. You guys are gonna love her on Friday Night Tights.
Oh, I'm so excited.
She is very cool, very knowledgeable, but also really knows how to have fun. And yeah, it was great. And one of the things she was saying is like, there's this like there are a lot of shows that she's been watching, like with her and her husband, that they're, like there are these guys that are just like bawling their eyes out, and it like she was like, I don't, is this really how, Hollywood wants to portray these men? It's so, she was just, it was just such an interesting concept that she was finding that more and more shows were kind of showing this like more feminine side of like men that were just like bawling, 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 as opposed to like Aragorn, who kind of has a somber, tear roll down the eye. It's a different type of emotional sadness. So
Mm-hmm.
kind of interesting how, yeah, just, but
Yeah,
I
you've
don't,
definitely seen the shift in Hollywood and how men handle their emotions.
oh
Well, and the
yeah.
funny part is, like when we say we want a man to be more vulnerable, like I mean, just like in touch with your emotions and be able to emote it. It doesn't necessarily mean crying. I mean, sure, if we
Hmm.
have
Yeah.
like a very, very sad moment, like death in the family, it's fine if you don't cry. It's fine if you cry. I mean, it makes sense. But if you want to be that Starbucks guy who couldn't handle an 8-hour shift, I don't expect, like, no, no, you're not crying.
Yeah, no. That's just weak. That's not in
Amen.
touch with your emotions. That's just weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay, you guys are spitting some truth. I like that.
Well,
Um,
I've worked some pretty crazy hours, like 12 hours, 16 hours, and I've only cried once at work, not twice. One was a like seeing a family situation, and then another was pure exhaustion. I think it
yeah,
was at like
yeah.
the 24th hour. I'm like, I just can't. I need to leave.
Ooh.
Oh,
But I don't know. Have you cried at work ever?
I have.
Do you want to talk about it?
Um,
Mine was
oh.
just a stressful. It was one of those moments where I was basically handling more like I think it was like five different basically I was handling five different tasks or
Mm.
roles in the company
Mm,
And then it was too
that
much.
I was just really overwhelmed,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
and I had asked for help and it was denied over and over
Oh
again.
crap. That
And
sucks.
finally, uh, I got help, but it was a very frustrating moment.
Yep. I hate things like
I
that.
was just stressed because I was trying to do so many different things and trying to do them well. And with having that many different things on your plate, you really can't focus your attention on one thing. And so things are gonna like basically slip through the cracks sometimes. And I was
Mm-hmm.
also going through some really bad health stuff at the time too.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
So it was just
Overwhelming.
it was a accumulation of a lot of things.
yeah.
Sometimes it just happens. I just felt really bad because I was at the office and somebody was bringing through a new employee for a walkthrough, and I'd
Oh
shut
my
the
God.
door, and they opened the door, and I'm just like,
Oh no.
nope, nope, take them away.
Oh no.
This is not the
Not
appropriate
not the
time.
time and place for this.
Mm-hmm.
The new employee was like, "Is this what I have to look forward to? Am I gonna be crying at work all
Oh
the time?"
no.
Um, but damn, yeah. Sometimes when things just become too overwhelming, your body just kind of shuts down and needs that moment of just like,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I need to break down or whatever. Um,
And that's something that like I used to not be like that. I used to not be a crier, but as I've gotten older, I notice more that sometimes, like, even if I'm just frustrated, sometimes you just need to cry it out
mm.
Mm-hmm.
instead of bottling it up and letting it, like, fester.
Yeah, for a while I never understood like, um, I'd some of my girlfriends that were in college, like, and these were just friends that were girls. They'd say like, yeah, we're gonna have a girls like cry night or something.
Oh,
And I was
I've
like,
never done that.
I've never
I was
done
like,
that.
oh, I was like, I'm sorry, a what now?
So they had a
And they'd be like, yeah,
pity party.
we're we're gonna essentially all come over, have wine, and like watch The Notebook because like we've all had a shitty week and we just want to like kind of let our emotions out.
Kara and I are like, no,
So
no, 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 no. What?
Yeah, no.
I
that's
mean,
so funny.
I've
So
had
yeah,
sessions with a girlfriend. We didn't necessarily mean to have like a time like that.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
can't say I purposely wanted to have a cry night. Unless
I
someone went through a
think
breakup.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go.
Sometimes you're just like even just like this past week, like most girls understand that like once a month your emotions just go a little crazy, and sometimes you're just like, okay, I need to just cry, and it'll be better. And sometimes like since I know this is probably TMI for you, Max, but since I had my hysterectomy, I don't have like a normal cycle like most girls. So, basically, the only way I can tell if it's supposed to be that time of month is if my mood swings go off the fucking rails.
Oh wow.
You still get
I
mood
see. Yeah.
swings then? Interesting. I didn't know that.
I'm
Me neither.
sorry?
You still get mood swings?
Oh, yeah, I get mood swings and hot flashes really bad.
Okay. I see. Okay.
It's basically like I have like minimal estrogen production in my body now because they kept one ovary, but it's still to enough to where my body's just like, yeah, no, this ain't enough. This ain't enough hormones. We gotta get this I gotta get this figured out.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. JoJo's crying. She might have her time of the month too.
Oh no.
No, I think Mark is just getting home right now, so I actually think that's Rocky crying.
Oh my goodness.
He's being a big Rocky.
Yeah, but I typically don't even notice it. My husband notices my mood swings. There'll be some times where I'm aware of it. But most of the time I don't notice. I just notice I get really irritable.
I can always tell when my menses are gonna happen based on how often Mark and I fight.
Oh no.
I was trying to put Rocky's bone away yesterday, okay? He woke up and got very mad at me.
Oh yeah.
I was just trying to save our puppy.
Well, no, that's because I was sleepy though.
Oh, okay.
He tried to put Rocky's
It was
bone
like
away and he got really
11:30. It
mad.
wasn't that late.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, so Rocky has his like patella bone, his bovine patella, so it's like freaking huge, right? So he can't be chewing it all day. So we usually give it at night when he tries to harass JoJo while she's like relaxing. Because he wants to play, but she doesn't. So I feel bad for her, right? She's a tiny puppy, she can't do much to block it. So I guess he was putting the bone away on the windowsill, and it totally woke me up. And I go, "You eating my chips?"
You what?
Are you eating my chips? Apparently.
Well, no, because he had a bag of chips that was on the floor and it was all I just figured that
You really didn't want to share your chips when you're sleeping.
No, I didn't.
chips, so I wanted to put the chips in the
I was like, "Don't eat all my chips. I love my chips."
I mean, I can't blame you on that.
Like, they're my snacks.
I love Rocky.
Don't eat my fucking chips.
Yeah, right. Was that like was that your dream or was that your subconscious? Like Mark
I
is
have
most
no
definitely eating my
idea.
chips.
I woke up and it was just like I heard crunching, and I'm like, "Don't eat my chips." Good morning.
You bitch.
Don't you
Oh my
dare
God.
touch it.
That is so funny.
Hi, Nadia.
Hi, Smoo. Hi, worldwide. Yeah. Let's just say I'm very protective of my snacks. Apparently.
Different size shoes from Walmart. Don't tell anybody.
Hey, I get it. I understand.
But I
Especially
try not to be.
if you buy snacks for you and then, Mark starts eating them, you're like, "Excuse you."
Excuse you. That's mine.
Exactly.
That's mine. Well, I bought him a bag, and I didn't know if he ate that or not. But I don't know. I was just really tired last night, so who knows?
Oh, this was last night.
Yeah, it was last night, and I'm like, I'm so tired, and I fell asleep. I think at like 10:30.
Yeah, we had a solid hour of husband-wife time though.
So would that be the
We
equivalent?
did.
Would that be the equivalent of like if I were to get fries at like a burger place and you start eating my fries and I go, "Oh, did you want me to order you some fries?" And you go, "No, I'm good."
I
Like, excuse me, these are my fries. I ordered
I'll
them.
ask to have one if I had an interaction where they didn't like me eating it. I'll be like, "Can I have one, please?" Okay, cool. They're mine. Because some people don't care and some people do, right?
I mean,
or do most guys care?
Sure, I guess so.
Chat, do you care if your partner eats your food?
Eats your chips or your
Eats
fries.
your fries, like your little snack. Maybe not all of them, just a couple.
I gotta ask
It's
first.
a different question though, because it's.
Don't eat my fries. Don't
if
eat my
you
chips.
Buy snacks, like a big bag of something that is snacks. Should you not expect that you're probably sharing it with the person that you live with if they're your like husband or wife?
Grizzled goes, that's what you get
Because I
the
do.
good
Every
stuff.
time I buy snacks, I assume that they're fair game for you to eat.
These are my menstruation snacks.
Okay,
Don't touch them.
women have times of the month. Everybody, it's okay.
That's funny. It's like there's a big like emergency bag that says menstruation snacks.
I think I need to do that now. Just
like,
in case.
uh-oh. Honey, is that time? Get the menstruation emergency pack. And it
That
has,
would
like,
be
all
a
the
fun
good stuff in
short.
it. Yeah.
Or reel, if you're into that.
Yeah, I'm not a big snacker. I don't really snack a lot.
I don't either.
I mean, you guys experienced this in Dallas. Like, you guys were
Yeah.
snacking, but I was just like... I think the only thing I really snacked on was that jerky.
Which is so good, by the way.
Yes, that stuff was awesome.
Those beaver nuggies, those beaver nuggets.
The Bucky nuggets.
The
Yeah.
Bucky nuggies.
That wasn't a big fan of them. Sorry.
Those I finished those. Like I finished those that night. They were so
What?
like I got
my
home,
gosh.
I got off the plane and like they were gone within the hour. They're so good.
It was too sweet for me. I think that was my problem. I couldn't handle it. Too
Yeah,
sweet.
Max goes and like he has this look on his face like, oh my god, that's good. And he goes and like feeds one to Xray Girl and she's just like, nope.
Nope. I like spat it out. I was like, too sweet.
You moved so fast.
I think it like touched your tongue and then you're like, nope, you were like already spitting it out. It barely even reached the surface
It was
of
too
your
much. It was too sweet.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I had one that was caramel coated that wasn't as bad. But that one's taking me a long time to even like get through because those are so sweet too, even that. So I think maybe it's the sugar that I can't stand.
Yeah.
Thanks, keto.
It's possible.
I'm trying to really abide by keto, but it's really tough. It's really tough. After this weekend, I'm done with regular food.
If you guys had to create a emergency pack, what would be filled in there? Like wine. chocolate.
Dr. Pepper and cupcake.
For like a menstrual like pack, like emergency menstrual pack.
Yes. Like you go,
Excedrin.
Mark, it's time to get the emergency pack. And he goes, I'm on it, honey. What's in the emergency pack?
Fried chicken, mayo, sriracha mayo, cheese.
Ooh, I love some good sriracha mayo.
And right now, because I'm off of keto, the chips are happening. But if it's on keto, then I eat the carnivore crisps and cheese. I fry cheese, a lot of cheese, and eat it like a chip.
Ooh.
Yeah, that stuff is good. But it's been a while since I had fried cheese.
And Kara, you said Excedrin?
That's a
Yeah, I get headaches really bad.
Oh.
I get I don't know if it's like a side effect or what, but I get migraines really bad.
Sucks.
Eh.
Hi, Darth.
Yeah, it
So
sucks.
Dr. Pepper, have a couple Cokes in there. And what else? I like little cupcakes and the cookie brownie thing from Domino's.
Oh, yes, that was really good, by the way.
Holy
Oh
shit,
yeah, I
that
got you guys to
was
start that, didn't I?
so good, yeah.
I got you guys to try that.
I can't find it in Canada, but one day when I
No.
come back, I'll eat some. Yeah.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just like, you know, border tings. America versus Canada tings.
And we win on that.
Well, for the brownie,
Yeah,
sure.
that shit was so good.
I was eating it the next morning like, this is breakfast. Yum, yum, yum.
Honestly, it probably went well with the coffee.
Yeah. Well, and no one was going to eat it, so I was like, might as well just take advantage of this. It's going to go in the garbage.
Was that the morning we left, or was that...
Morning we left, yep.
Okay.
Because we had such a lovely pizza dinner that night.
We did.
We
and
were
we
just
had
so
Torchy's
tired.
tacos for lunch.
We
had a really good lazy Sunday.
Yeah, we needed it though. I was so tired.
We really needed that.
I was so exhausted, mentally, physically, mentally. I feel like I need to stress that I was just tired of talking and I just wanted to like relax into my aloneness, which funnily enough with you guys, it's like, it doesn't feel like we're talking when we talk. I don't know if you understand.
It's not work.
Yes, it's not like I have to work because of course we have a friendship. So so that was really nice to just hang with you guys on this Sunday afterwards to just do nothing.
Just wind down, get prepared for our trips the next day.
Yeah.
You got to come to the office and experience chaos.
That was so fun, honestly. And I really love everyone that I met there. They're so fun. Like, it feels like a family. Rip HQ.
We definitely give off major sibling vibes.
Yeah, like freaking, they're posting pictures, embarrassing pictures of each other around. That chair lever, like as a joke, as you're just walking by, you press it so they like fall down in their chair, like the height. Just little silly
Brandon,
things.
whenever
like,
he's doing that to me.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. It was really fun. It was really fun.
Were you there when they posted the picture of me up on the wall?
Oh yeah, I took a picture of that. And you wouldn't even be able to take it down because you're too short.
They put it all the way up, like the side of the wall,
almost
so I
above
couldn't
like
reach it.
a doorway, basically above a doorway.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's big sibling energy there, and we all work really well together because we're all freaking workaholics. But
oh, I thought you were about to say we're all a bunch of nerds, and I was like, yeah, that's.
Well, they're kind of nerds too. Well, some of them, maybe not all of them. I don't know. You would know better.
Yeah, we all have our own things that we're like super nerdy about.
I think that's good though, and I would say very ranging in diversity without actually being diverse, like in that thought. So I quite enjoyed hanging out with you guys and watching you guys work, even though I was just being like, I'm here playing. I'm just hanging out. So yeah, Chad, I hope you're having a fun time listening to us ramble on.
About our Dallas trip. It was so nice.
It was really nice. I miss you guys. I miss hanging out with all the YouTube-y friends, and I always feel like I don't get enough time, but it's just the nature of it, right? So
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, so it's only there for a short time, and then we get to look forward to the next one. But
it's gonna be a long time away until I see you guys.
I know, right? Unfortunately. Hail Smoo, hail Nadia. Nadia's in the chat shrimping.
I knew she was gonna come in and shrimp.
I love a good shrimp.
Gotta have our ladies.
My shirt, so shrimp.
Oh,
shrimp
there
cat.
you go, nice.
Oh, nice.
And Dr. Rachel says, "Good morning, ladies." Max in chat. So
we met Dr.
she's
Rachel
shrimping as well.
Yes.
Hi, Dr. Rachel.
How you doing, girl? How you doing? God, my hair is.
How you doing?
I was just.
Can I get that
Friends
number?
last night.
Oh, what season are you in, or what phase of life are they in? I guess would make more sense.
Prepping for Monica and Chandler's wedding was the episode I watched.
Okay.
It was whenever they went and saw Chandler's dad in Vegas. The drag queen, who was actually played by a woman.
Seinfeld is the superior show.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I was just saying, Seinfeld is the superior show, but that's okay. I'll let you guys enjoy Friends.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think my husband would disagree with you on that, but you know.
Oh, fight.
He's also Army, so like that tracks with that kind of take. So that's all right.
Wow.
I mean, you're Marine, so we couldn't expect you to kind of keep up with Friends anyway, so.
Wow. Okay.
It's so, I mean, Marines eat crayons, but we don't watch Friends. Like, that's like a whole nother level of degeneracy. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. That's only like the #1 show in like America, okay? Mister.
I would say that Seinfeld takes that like easily.
I never watched it, so no idea.
I've never watched Seinfeld.
Yeah, only old people watch Seinfeld. I'm kidding.
Oh
Is
Max
younger than both of us?
I know. It's
funny. Too funny. Gosh dang. Hello, the Woad Warrior. Great to see you making videos and content. That's awesome, brother. And Josh, what's going on, Josh? He says, did someone say drag queen?
Did you not just say cream?
Cream?
Hi, Josh. Josh that we met at DreamHack? Not DreamHack, but Dallas, Josh?
Yes. This is Josh. He came to the restaurant that evening when
Josh, hi.
Yeah.
But my brain farted a moment until you said the restaurant.
Josh is great.
Josh is great.
He had so much fun with you guys. He was like, Xray and Kara are my new best friends. I'm not going to hang out with Max anymore.
Should we kick Max out and replace him with Josh in this call right now?
Oh my god.
Probably could.
We could. I think we could.
I don't think chat would notice.
I mean, you're probably right. Yeah.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Max. Or am I? I don't know.
No, I don't disagree with you guys. I think now Josh doesn't have my Warhammer knowledge, but he is good with talking about dates and dating and all kinds of stuff like that. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Even though he's on the other side of the aisle, he's got some great takes.
I think sometimes it's good to have, we'll call it, diverse thoughts in dating. I think that it's, you know what, it's very tough. I have had a few gay friends, of course. They have a hard time getting cues of different types of the guys that they want to date and making sure they blend in that sort of fashion, if you understand what I mean. I don't know if I explained it very well, but like it was very interesting. They still talked about like a feminine masculine role, so to speak, in that relationship, and trying to find how and where you kind of compromise, and if you fall for someone who's of the same role that you take in a relationship, how does that work, or if it can work?
How do you balance it?
So I thought it was very interesting that even though that wasn't something I knew that I would talk about later in life, that, you know, happened in other relationships that are, you know, of not just male female.
That's such a yeah, and it's true. Like I've got a couple friends that got married that they're in lesbian relationships. One of them wore a suit, you know, like a tuxedo, and the other wore a dress. And so who is the masculine, who is the feminine, who takes on what roles? It's super like
It still
that
exists.
yeah, it still exists in that type of dating. I'm sure can be difficult. We have a excuse me, we have a group thread, and Josh, I'm not don't worry, I'm not gonna show it, but he will sometimes he's posted on Twitter too. He'll show us like his Tinder matches and or sorry, not
Oh,
matches, but he'll show us like
uh-huh.
who's on his Tinder, and I'm like, "Oh, I am so sorry." Like
What does
I
that
think I
mean?
have it bad. Well, because these men are just like not his type, and eh,
Mm.
I wish I could. It's the equivalent of a blue-haired land whale, but for,
Oh.
you know,
Oh, I'm
like
so sorry, Josh.
so um it's super interesting to see because like yeah, it's just the dating pool is slim pickings. But then he'd show like some guys that were like super good looking and just like looked very normal. So but they're
Few and
he
far
goes, yeah,
between.
they're definitely not matches
Ooh.
in just the pool.
The equivalent of a blue-haired. Oh my god.
um Smoo celebrates 2 months of membership. Thanks, brother. He says, hail to MVP, Dr. Rachel, the ladies, and the chat.
Hail
And
Smoo.
Man War celebrates 13 months. Damn, dude.
Jeez.
Oh, you've
That
been
is
doing this for
a
oh,
year and a month.
wow.
Thank you, sir. He says, just because it's been longer than 10 years since some of us got out diapers and training pants, there's no reason to get nasty.
Wow.
Well, thank you for the 13 months of membership. Dude, that is awesome. Thank you.
We're always nasty here, just so you know.
Of course.
uh
We're just real with each other.
uh
It's healthy banter.
yes, yes. Smooth says I love the ladies. I know. Cart, let me see what you're saying. I know you're already painting your minis, but have you looked at the color change paints in your chosen color? Color change look cool to me. I think they look cool. I don't know. I'm still learning. I realized that I was not very good at keeping consistent in where I was painting. There are so many little areas where I didn't even paint purple, where I should have painted purple. So I'm gonna have to go over this again.
Oh no. Like on the armor or
Yeah, yeah, I missed some spots,
oh.
and then I can see I missed some sashes that are gold, even as well. So I'm just I'm learning. I'm learning as I
Learn
go along. Learning.
Learnton. You know, we both said Learnton.
I love that I taught you Learnton. Even though it's like so wrong.
We're Learnton. What else have you taught me? You
Or
guys have taught me a couple
influenced.
different
I don't know
things.
if it's
Or
taught you.
propagandized. No, I'm kidding.
Well, we're gonna make you a
Um,
gamer at the end of this.
Yep.
ah, guys, I have so many hobbies already and not enough money.
No, we're waiting until you finish school, realistically speaking.
Oh, okay. All right. That's
Yeah,
fair.
I
That's
wouldn't
fair.
I wouldn't want to put gaming on you while in your school. That's not a good
That's
role.
asking for failure.
Yeah.
Because then my grades will just plummet. Because then I'll game all the time.
Yeah,
We
I
can't
mean
have that.
Mark was so funny. He's like, we were talking about the PS5 and the controller, and I was like, he was trying to get me to play with the capture card on the monitor. I'm like, I hate plugging my headphones in. And he goes, you know, you can plug your headphones in the controller. And I go, yeah, but I don't have the USB-C headphones, so how am I supposed to play it? And he goes, there's a headphone jack. I'm like, where's the headphone jack?
Oh, and it was on the bottom of the.
Yeah, but I never owned a PS4 or a PS5, so I actually never knew that there was a headphone jack because it's hidden well in that little slot. Because there's the little gold connector thing at the bottom too. For what? I have no idea. And yeah, he's like, it's right here. I'm like, yeah, that should just feel dumb. I'm learning too.
We learned, and that's all right. We all have those moments. I mean,
Yeah.
even like I'll shoot, I'll say something about a comic book or something about Warhammer, and even someone will correct me and go, actually, and then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. So we're learning. We're always learning.
The chat's very good at
Always.
that.
Yes, yeah.
Being our well actuallys.
Oh, yes.
I love that it's a adjective. They instead of well actually as a verb, it's like they are the well actually.
I mean, we could call them the glasses pushers. Like it's
I
like
like
they're pushing up their
Pushing up,
glasses
yep.
like in an anime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like
Well,
that.
actually.
Actually.
And shoot, Cajun Corey for 13 months of a membership as well, dude. Thank you so much. He says it was great to finally meet you and Josh in Dallas. Thanks, man. Yeah, Josh is a fucking celebrity.
Is he?
He stole all the limelight.
Oh. I
But
don't know these days. I actually I have no clue. I feel like I've met a lot of cool people, but I don't know the level or scale that they are actually celebrityness.
And I think that's kind of what's cool about it is like you'll meet someone and then you'll look at their YouTube or you'll look at their like Twitter or something and you're like, "Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh wow."
yeah.
You know? But there's some YouTubers have that stigma, but others like you just meet them and they just seem like a normal person and you're like, "Oh, it's great to meet you." And then you realize, "Oh wow, oh my God, I was talking to someone who like this is their full-time career." Right?
I did that at E3. Uh, I was at E3 by myself and I was completely lost. And I was trying to figure out where I was going, and this guy came up to me and was like the sweetest guy, like offered to help like walk me to wherever I needed to go. And he goes to introduce himself and he's like, "Oh, I'm on this YouTube channel." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. What's it called?" And he's like, "Oh, Game Theorist." And I was like, "Oh." Which I'm trying to think how many YouTube subscribers they have now. But he was one of the biggest YouTubers at the time.
Wow. Okay.
His name's Matt Pat, I think. The Game Theorist. They're at 17 million subscribers now.
But
Oh
Jesus.
my God.
Okay.
17.5 million.
Well,
And
hello
he was
there.
just the sweetest guy. Like just had no hesitation to try and help me figure out where I needed to go.
I love that though. It just shows how much a gentleman he is.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
just
he
like
was really sweet.
and just how real and like genuine, you know, because like 17 mil, that could go to your head instantly.
Oh yeah.
Like you're essentially making more money and are more famous than some Hollywood actors. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So like you could take that and just be a complete asshole, but so that's very cool to have that humility.
Yeah, he was a really cool guy. And like that was the only time I had spoken to him. But because after he walked me to where I was needing to go, we parted ways, and I got curious. I was like, no, I don't think I ended up looking it up. I think he ended up showing up on like my Twitter timeline. I was like,
That's
hell?
funny.
That's the guy.
That's funny.
That's wild.
Wild.
But I kind of got brought into this YouTuber group. There's this girl that was also at E3 by herself, and her name is Azzyland. And her and I randomly met through Twitter. And like Azzy and I still talk, and I'm trying to think how many she has now, because she was at like 500,000 subscribers when we met.
Oh wow.
How many does she have now? She's at 13 million.
Good
But
night.
Jesus. Okay. Okay.
And she's I mean, we haven't talked in a while. Last time I talked to her was I think it was like it was probably about a year and a half ago, because Mr. Beast lives in the same town that I used to live in, and so I used to bump into them at the movie theater all the time.
Oh,
Oh, how
interesting. Cool.
No, not cool.
Or not.
I personally am not a fan of their group.
Oh.
Just for my own personal reasons. Just because I'm friends with somebody who used to be in the Mr. Beast crew, and I know a lot of
details.
Pretty, yeah, not so internet friendly details, or at least things that can feasibly get them in trouble.
Well then,
for good reason.
We won't ask that. I don't like perpetrating drams. The drams.
Yeah, but I actually used to be their landlord.
Oh wow.
I worked at a property management company that they rented from, and they absolutely destroyed that place.
Ooh.
Oof.
Boys, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Ugh, men are the worst.
They are the worst. But girls can be pretty bad. They can be pretty bad too, in terms of like home ownership and all that. So I don't want to totally discount that.
Hey,
nope.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. Yeah, I was gonna say. We cleaned up our place pretty damn good, and it was girls and guys, so.
You couldn't even tell that we had stayed there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I will say this. So I went into Max's bathroom to go pee, because Kara's showering, and the difference in our bathrooms was very massive in terms of like how clean. It wasn't that we were messy.
We have all our makeup
but
everywhere.
like everything's all like sprawled out, and Max has things like lined up 90 degrees to the counter, and I'm just like, wow. And he's so clean. Max makes his bed every morning. He hung up his clothes. We plopped our suitcases on the floor and just left it there. Yep. There were some stark differences in our habits.
I think it's gonna be very funny to see who I end up dating in the future, because with my luck, she's going to be a slob, which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's going to be a very funny dynamic.
You're going to learn to compromise.
Yeah, we can teach you. I mean, I can teach you. I don't know about Kara.
We're masters of compromise.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. In terms of cleanliness, trust me, I have to. As Lynn said, on our stream, why do I need to care that much that he does it the way I want it? It's not the biggest thing in a relationship.
Interesting.
And we found Mark, where Mark was similar to me, game knowledge. I won't ever know everything he knows or remember everything he tells me. I thought people were playing WoW, and it wasn't WoW, it was Diablo 2. So, whoopsies.
I mean, that's okay.
Oopsie poopsies.
Oopsie poopsies.
Wait, Max is gay? Is what somebody just said in my chat.
Wait, what? Max is gay?
He said by his cleanliness.
Oh, okay. I see.
It would be news to me, but it would also be some good news for Josh, because then, hey, buddy.
Wow. Josh, if you would you hit on Max knowing everything about him, and if he was, of the other side? Would you?
Are you kidding
would
me?
you?
He already hits on me.
Oh, does he? Oh my god. There we go. I guess we know the answer already. Iron Omega for $2. Xray, have you checked out Hell's Reach yet? No, I haven't. I haven't had time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like still trying to catch up on just life. And my government accountant is asking me to do a lot of work right now. So,
Yeah.
Dang government. Dang government.
Yeah. I loved your tweet the other day. Taxation is theft, and Eric and Gary were just like, "We taught you so well."
I know. Although when Eric was like, "You're gonna be an ANCAP in like 6 months," and I was like, "What's an ANCAP?" So I googled it, and I mean, I don't know about in 6 months. Maybe in give me a few years. Give me a few years on that. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel.
I wouldn't be so opposed to taxation if they would just plainly show us where everything was going.
Well, my biggest thing is that there's so much that is being spent ineffectually, and stuff like I know that people work on projects in like both on the provincial, city, and federal level, and we just waste money. And we put so much aid to other countries when there are people who are suffering in our country itself that I think we should deal with. And I really hate construction because if you're from the north of the States, it's a joke, but like, you know, it's the seasons are winter and construction. But like
funny.
the construction that happens, I wish it was like either 24/7 just so that we can finish these projects. And because I've seen articles where people at nighttime don't really do much or are not as effective. So it's like, why don't we have workhorses in place to like make sure these things happen and quickly too. We have a subway line in Toronto that's late 5 years already. 5 years.
Oh, we're doing a class right now in one of our business classes is operations and supply chain management. And one of the chapters we just went over was project management. And there was a statistics that said that 85% of all projects fail, which means that they are either over time, over budget, or underdeveloped. So 85% of all those projects that we see have that issue where it's over the allotted time or it's over the allotted budget. And I was like, God, I mean, it makes sense, but yeah.
It's a very
brutal.
sad statistic.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, right. But that's why we always see like construction, like, is just, yeah, it's always there. Real quick, I didn't see this one earlier, but Dr. Rachel for 11 months will be celebrating her 1 year membership next month. She says, Dallas was too short. I want to see y'all again, heart.
Yes.
I agree.
Oh.
I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah.
Russ goes, only 85%. They're not talking about government IT projects then. 137% of those fail. I don't know. I'm pretty good at math, but I don't know if you could go 137% failure rate.
Okay, so in terms of cleanliness and junk and all that stuff, if a man's car is clean, does that mean that his room is filthy or vice versa? Like if his room is really clean, does that mean his car is filthy? Have you guys heard about this? Same with girls too.
Let's just say Mark doesn't fall into that then. Love you, Mark.
Because they're both filthy. No?
Love you, Mark. No, it's not that it's filthy. It's just he has this tendency of leaving cups and then piling the cups like coffee cups. Yeah. It's not that it's filthy. It's just there's stuff right in his car. So I just have learned to expect that from his car. And it's not like it's that big of a deal, to be honest. Stuff is easy to throw out because then when we go to the gas station, I just throw it out for him. But
that's funny. What about you guys? Do you feel like if you have, like, as girls, do you feel like it's one or the other? Like you'll either have a clean room or a clean car, but it can't be both?
My car is clean, but my room is not.
Okay.
But I'm also one of those. I get distracted. I am a project, like you guys mentioned. I start a lot of projects, and I get very distracted. And then I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna leave this here. That way I come back to it. And I don't come back to it. Sometimes I do.
Oh my God. Tomby's saying that I'm not good at math.
Uh-oh.
Are you not a real Asian?
I guess not. Sorry, interrupted. I totally got on a tangent.
No, you're good. You're good. No, but
that's a good question.
I am I get distracted and I order stuff off of Amazon and I let the boxes pile up.
Oh, yeah.
Empty boxes?
Yeah. They just kind of and like I get like statues and stuff. And so I have like my office isn't too bad now. It actually is probably cleaner than it's been in a while. But yeah,
oh my gosh, your Pikachu sanctuary is everything.
I love how we're calling it a sanctuary. That's so cute.
I mean, what else would it be? Your Pikachu
shrine?
Shrine, yes, that's the word I'm looking for.
It can be considered a shrine.
I love it though.
So
I love my Pikachus.
I love that you have a love of it as well, because it's just so adorable.
I've been collecting those for so stinking long.
That's so rad.
Like I just like every once in a while I'll just go pick one up if I see one that I like that I don't have yet. And what's sad is that's not even all my Pikachu stuff.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Like I was looking for a particular stand in our attic last night and I found another box of stuff that had a bunch of Pikachu stuff in it. I'm like, nope, I'm not dealing with this right now.
If I don't see it, it doesn't exist, right?
Yep.
That's how I look at it. Hi, Hokies.
I don't have a spot for this.
Oh my god. Someone just put a Pikazoo.
Oh,
yes.
There you go. Now we're getting into the puns.
I love it.
I think it was Josh who's like, so I know what to gift you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
It makes things
you can never be wrong. Yeah, that's
Nope.
awesome.
And even if I have it already, I will still love it anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Soul Assassin asks, how many Pikachus does Kara own? That's a good question.
Ooh.
I tried counting. I was
It's
wrong.
probably in the 50s or 60s.
That's dope.
Obsession.
It's
I
probably
love
closer
it.
to 60.
60.
Nice.
I don't even think I have 60.
By the way,
of
Kara,
anything.
I'm disappointed. You and Xray were supposed to run interference for all the single guys and prevent Melanie from catching that dance. I wasn't at the wedding. Thank you very much. That was Xray Girl's job.
What was I supposed to do?
Prevent Melanie from catching the bouquet.
Why? Why am I supposed to prevent her?
I don't know.
Why am I preventing her? I want her to catch it. She wanted to catch it. Trust me. I think she would have mowed down a lot of the girls, to be honest, to catch it. She was
determined.
Very, like, I have never seen a human being move as fast as Melanie did. For that bouquet.
Fiercely. She had fire in her eyes, boy.
Mm-hmm.
She was ready.
She was definitely ready. So yeah, no one is ever gonna stop Melanie from doing that. If she's a strong girl too. Okay. I actually used to be like that when the bouquet toss happened, because I just loved having the bouquet, not to like just to have the flowers or with the myth and all, because I never believed it. Because let's just say my first bouquet catch was when I was 12 years old, and that was definitely not happening in my family.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But I thought it was such a cute little story just to have that, like, yay moment happen.
It is a fun little tradition. Yeah.
The one thing I wouldn't want to do though is that, and for the garter toss, have Mark fetch the garter from my skirt. That's one thing we didn't do. Thank goodness. I would have felt very uncomfortable in front of my parents. It's mostly
we didn't do that at mine either. Sir, do you need to go outside? Is that what you're needing?
Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
Andrew for 2 British pounds says, Pika to Death Arena. Why? Why would you say that? We want Pikachu to stay
whenever I first started streaming, I did have somebody, I had a P.O. box, and somebody sent me like this cardboard Pikachu shaped like a penis.
Oh.
I think I still have it somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That is some intense Pikachu action.
Go get him.
Say less.
Go get him. He's being needy.
Oh man, these shoulder
He's been
pads
outside.
are just...
Yeah, because you let him out.
Is that hubby?
Yes, it's hubby.
Hi, hubby.
Xray says hi, hubby. He says hello, sister wife.
Ah! Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
I can't wait until Max has a lady so we have more sister wives.
Oh god.
I don't think Max will want to introduce his lady to us.
To be fair, probably not. They'd be like, so when you meet this girl, you cannot say this, you cannot say that, don't you dare.
I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, so don't mention video games, don't mention Gary or comic books or Pikachu's
or Warhammer.
Or Warhammer, and you guys are gonna be like, Max, that's all we literally talk about, and I'll be like, exactly.
Wow.
So don't talk is what you're trying to say.
So don't say anything. Is what you're telling us.
No, we got to get you a girl in the sphere so we can get along.
Max is like, I don't think that's happening.
Well,
I mean, they
see.
don't have to be a YouTuber, but at least somebody who accepts or acknowledges like your hobbies and passions and doesn't dismiss them or think them as a negative.
Of course, yeah. That's a big thing. I don't need her to build Warhammer with me. I don't need her to read comics with me. But as long as she understands it, that's like, hey, that's everything, right? So
as long as she understands this is your you time, this is just something that I mean, you've been doing Warhammer since you were little, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys saw that little baby picture of me.
He's so cute. So adorable.
Little baby Wargamer Max, yeah. So, humble beginnings.
As long as like, and that's the hardest thing I think with women is a lot of them look at video games and comic books as a negative.
It's really sad because you see it like even on the whatever podcast, which when Brian talks about are you okay if your man is so good at WoW and needs to do a WoW raid, and would you understand if he chose that over you on like an event? I'm like, I think it depends on that situation. But, respecting that, I don't think a lot of women respected like what his scenario he brought forth was, which, that's sad. Because you expect the opposite. And I think that a lot of dating culture, I think women don't tend to need to respect a man's hobbies, but nowadays it's the vice versa. You need to respect women, let them have their independence and whatnot.
But it has to be equal whenever it comes to that respect.
Yeah, and I don't think it gets highlighted enough, like, especially with gaming. Like, people can understand if a guy wants to go out to drink with his buddies, but if it's gaming, it just sounds like so too. I don't know what the word is. What's the word I'm trying to look for?
Taboo to some women.
Yeah. They look down on it. And
they do. They look at it as a negative hobby.
Yes.
They're like, oh, you're wasting your time on this. It's like, this is my decompressed time. Like, this is a way for me to be able to talk with my friends and enjoy something together, even if like they live apart. I think that's a part of it too. And even if it's just wanting to experience a story in a different way rather than like watching a movie or reading a book.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I think
Hubby gets it. He gets that a little bit more intense in my hobbies.
Oh yeah, Andrew Matthews says a good word, childish. They think it's childish.
Oh, yep. That's another good
one. He made a good point. He's like, a lot of the women who bitch about it are the women without hobbies.
And I'll give you one even better, is they'll be like, why do you spend so much time on like, video games? They're like Warhammer or whatever. but then they'll spend just as much time on fucking Instagram and TikTok,
Mhm.
and so it's like, are you being more productive than I am right now? Because I don't think so.
Oh,
I
Lizzo.
don't think so.
Max is giving sass, ultimate sass.
It's only
I like the
because,
Max sass.
of course. I mean,
That's why I'm
hey.
trying to I'm trying to hook you up with my best friend.
Oh,
I
okay.
think you guys would be a good fit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
She's the one I showed you. I showed you her picture in Dallas.
yes. Yeah. The one that Josh and Drew were giving me shit for.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
And
What did they
and
say?
She's
and
gorgeous. She's a hardcore gamer.
Lord Gravemaster as well was giving me shit about it. And,
Yes.
I like Lord Greymaster. Oh my
Game
God.
Master, Lord Game Master.
Greymaster, I'm so sorry.
I love Lord Game Master too.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's Josh's role.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Josh
true.
is-
We can't take
Josh
that
is
away
our
from
Lord Game Master.
him.
We
No.
can't.
He will wear that with pride, literally pride. No.
Happy
And
Pride.
on Pride.
Yeah. Speaking of Josh, he celebrates 11 months of membership, a month away from 1 full year. He says, I'm big on cleanliness in common areas and bedrooms. Usually have a junk room where I store random stuff. I'm also big on my house smelling nice, but I have dogs. I clean constantly though. Yeah, that's a house that smells nice. Oh, that's a big thing for me
Sexy.
too.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Candles, guys, candles.
Yep. Yep.
I love a good
But
candle.
yeah, I think there's like a junk room or a I have a junk closet. Um, but yeah, the cleanliness is definitely real. And for $5 from Josh as well, you didn't have to do that, man. Thank you. He says Max needs, in all caps, to introduce his lady to y'all. If she has any problem with y'all, hobbies, fact that he's friends with ladies, then she's not the one. Damn.
Dang,
Ooh.
there we go.
There you go.
We got Josh's approval to be your approval.
Yes.
Lady.
We're the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're Max's gatekeepers.
Yo, yuck.
Oh. Well, there we go.
I mean, there it is. I mean,
My husband goes, "Did you really just say that?" His friend just says we had to the lady we have to give approval on Max's lady.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, you didn't care about the sentence, just how I said it.
To your dick.
yeah.
So have you guys ever seen Wanderlust?
No.
It's got Jennifer Aniston in it and Paul Rudd. And there's this scene where Paul Rudd is in front of this mirror because, like, they're at this commune and it's like free love and all this stuff. And, like, him and Jennifer Aniston are married. And she hooked up with somebody, I think. And so she gave him the card to, like, okay, you can go have sex with whoever you want. And so he's trying to, like, psych himself up to go hook up with this chick. And so he's in the mirror and he's like, gonna go puts my dick in. And
oh my God.
it's just the way he says it, the way he's psyching it up is just absolutely hilarious. Like, if you haven't seen that scene, you need to look it up. It is, and of course that's how my husband likes to say that sentence now.
Oh my God. When the coitus is gonna happen, or as a joke?
As a joke.
Okay.
Usually.
I feel like
Because
it was asked. Hey.
The dick scene.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I just heard it.
they heard you.
Oh my God. That sounds demonic.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is what I live with.
I love it. I love it.
See? You make the face, and you just did it.
I know I did it.
Hypocrisy.
Dr. Rachel says Max has 50 gatekeepers to his love life. No wonder he's single.
Oh, ouch. Oh,
And
no.
Woad Warrior says, hold the gate. And Harley Dave is in the chat. What's up, Harley? I got your text message, brother, and I do have the information for you. I will get that to you today. I apologize. I haven't gotten a chance to send that your way. But hello, Harley Dave. Miss you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And greetings. But yeah, sorry, just catching up on some chats.
No
Do
worries.
it.
You do
I'm
what
just
you gotta do.
Showing our silliness in marriage, but you're good.
I'm working on shoulder pads.
Ooh.
Or, well, not really shoulder pads. Shoulder armor?
The pauldrons?
Sure, we'll go with that. The pauldrons. That's a word I've never heard of.
I like
Really?
I
Yeah,
think
it's-
of poultry when you say that.
that word.
Poultry?
Yeah, I don't know why. But
Huh.
just know that I am very special.
Very special.
Not a good thing sometimes, most of the time, but hey. I'm trying here.
Oh no, Josh, did I skip your chats? He says, I see, skipping all my chats giving you shit for not talking to Kara's friend. It's fine.
Oh.
Ouch!
Well, I
You've been
did
called
show
out.
your picture to her at dinner the other night.
Oh.
And she's up for it.
Oh.
She's like, I've
Mm.
never dated a gamer before. It would be nice. Or a nerd. She's never dated a nerd before.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, she's gonna be sadly mistaken because I'm not a gamer, and if I was, I would be very bad at gaming. So.
Hey, I'm a bad gamer and I game professionally.
Yeah, but you have boobas. You have the bobs.
I don't show them off as much as people like them to be showed off.
This is true. That's very true.
Like even
I think your
today.
personality is definitely, yeah.
He's so nice, isn't he?
You do have a fantastic personality.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. That's why I love.
That's why I have claimed you as my sister wife.
I love it. I love it. Honestly, I love that I found my friends in this
Aw.
world. Cause
I agree. Yeah.
there's.
Cause yeah, then. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, cause yeah, then when I do actually find someone or meet someone, then yeah, you guys will have to be the gatekeepers.
Max's pee-pee
of
gatekeeper.
Hello to Ash. She's in the chat, and Andrew Matthews for £2. Thank you,
Ooh.
sir, for proper money. He says, "Will you be able to come to the UK meetup?"
Ooh,
I will
can
not
ya?
be able to, but I
Sassy.
believe Xray Girl.
Yes, I already have my tickets. We're just figuring out everything else. Trust
Nice.
me, I want to have my hotel booked, but we don't.
Oh no.
I've got to figure out if I'm going to be able to. My husband is probably going to have surgery around that time.
Oh
no.
no.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to work it out or not. So if I go, it'll be kind of a last minute booking.
And that other person is not getting married that week. We deterred that, right?
What?
Didn't you say that you had to maybe not go because of staffing?
Oh, no, they're still going.
Oh.
They said that we could try to figure it out. So we could probably work it out.
Okay. There
But
we go.
now it's just like my husband has this consultation like mid-August, so we have this feeling it's gonna happen
During that time.
in September for this surgery.
Sadsies. Okay. That's okay. It is what it is.
But I want to go.
I know.
I'm gonna try and make it happen.
I want you to come too.
It's just things keep on popping up.
Yeah. I think we got a couple people in our chat that probably will be there. Anyone else interested in going? I would love to go just to go to buy Warhammer. I was talking to B. Kelly in the chat about how he grew up where the manufacturers are. Like, ooh, that'd be so cool.
I'm so excited for you to go over there. Yeah, you need to go to a proper games workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are really cool in the UK. And Woad Warrior for 4 months of membership. Thank you, sir. He says, heading out for my last 9th edition of 40K, for a 40K game. League final. Dude, good luck. He says, I finally figured out my list at the end of the edition, going in 7-0. Holy shit, dude. Hail the chat. And Max, dude, go get that 8-0 victory, my dude. That is fantastic.
Oh, wait, he's won all his games?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Wow! Oh my god, that's so
Um,
impressive.
Yeah. So good for you, man. Hopefully you get that W. Let me know. And yeah, because if you go into 10th edition with an unbeaten record, that's badass, man. So I hope you get the W today.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You play Death Guard, yeah? I think that's what he plays. But yeah, I'm sure you'll crush it.
That is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very cool.
Very cool.
I would love to have a winning streak like that. I technically do. It's just 0-0-0. Am I winning? Yes. In my brain.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Can you give me some context? Because I don't know what your question is. Basically,
Oh, you're talking to chat. I was like, huh?
It's your choice what to show, and everybody should respect that. I don't know what that is in reference to.
Oh, maybe one of the conversations from earlier, possibly.
Maybe.
Patrick Ells for $5 says, Xray Girl, you haven't heard of pauldrons. You're friends with Shad. Get him to give you an education, preferably on stream so we can see your pain. Or maybe Shad's pain. It really is more Shad's pain than my pain. Poor guy. He doesn't know what he's getting into trying to teach me things.
Somebody, Wayne goes, Max's virtual chastity belt. Kara and Xray.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't know.
Very true.
Max is a big boy. He can do whatever he wants, but I mean, if he wants his friends' opinions, he will get them.
Whether he likes it or not.
Oh God. Was that a threat? No, I'm kidding.
No, we're just that good of friends that we won't lie to you. To fluff you up.
See, that's what I love that. I'm glad for that. I mean, hell, I'm my own chastity belt, so I don't think.
Well, I have to say, Max has good self-control.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Even though my mind tells me differently.
I mean, I don't want to know what's in your mind.
Yeah,
or any guy's mind for that matter.
Honestly, any guy's mind at any time, you can probably guess. So.
Yep.
How much cleavage? Oh, I ain't got no cleavage. Shut up, guys.
Is Kara showing cleavage? I was gonna be like, I looked at you earlier. I'm like, I don't think she was. I had to check. Oh.
No boobas here.
I remember someone was like, Xray Girl needs to buy a good push-up bra. I'm like, I do have them. I just don't wear them for the internet.
Exactly. That is for my husband.
Or if I go out with friends, if I want to have the booba showing, it's not going to be for the internet. Trust me, because I would like for you guys to know me, not for my assets in that sense. Just in other assets. My mental assets. Which are very sad right now, because I'm not nerdy enough for the internet.
No, you absolutely are.
I'll learn what a pauldron is one day.
There you go. Or
I have just played a lot of video games and dealt with a lot of video game armor.
That includes a pauldron?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. I kind of know what one is, or at least the direction.
It is that shoulder armor. So if you can look at my screen.
Yes.
this little piece right here is technically like it's like the shoulder piece, shoulder armor.
Shoulder
is
pad armor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. I get
That
it.
or like in like medieval armor, there's typically like a piece that'll like it'll be kind of decorative. It'll be over the shoulder and like sometimes like spike up or something like that.
And it could be a functional and decorative too, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. And now I know what a pauldron is. I still want Shad to teach me because I want to bother him. I've been like, I'm doomed.
I would love to see his description of it.
Yes.
See how in depth he goes with you.
I think he will, because the thing is, Shad loves this stuff, right? So, and he seems very like when he explains things, it's very like very detail oriented. And I'm down for that.
He gets very animated too, which I like a lot.
Yes, you could tell he's really passionate about it.
Oh yeah. What's funny is that I was actually watching Shad's channel before I even stepped into the comic book YouTube space.
Oh really?
So I knew Shad's stuff even before I got into that.
Wow.
So you should also ask him about meticulations, I think it's
Meticulations.
Meticulations.
Oh, I already did.
Okay, all right. He's very fond of those.
I remember chat was saying meticulations, and I was like, I don't know how to say this. It was like a super chat. And then he taught me. Patrick Ells for 5 says, I'd love to go to UK meetup, especially to meet Shad and Az, but intercontinental travel is expensive. I don't think Az is going to be at the meetup if that kind of sways you in your plans, Patrick. But Shad will be there. I don't even know if any other UK YouTubers will be there or anyone around that area. But
is Porkchop going?
Mr. Porkchop is coming. So I already talked to him, and he's like, we're gonna this is what the potatoes are gonna do. They're gonna have a legit potato in their hand while they're walking around. I'm like, I don't know about potato, but like I'll have a bag of crisps, like potato chips. Like I could do that. I don't know if I'll carry an actual potato. But they're so cute.
I thought Disparu was gonna try.
Oh yes, Disparu. Disparu will make it out. For sure. I think he wouldn't miss it as long as he gets the date and whatnot. He will come out.
Yeah, because I remember he was in your chat saying that.
I think when Disparu and I meet, we're gonna argue a lot the entire time.
Drinker.
That'll be very funny.
I don't know drinker. He's in Scotland, which it's not far, but it depends on if he can make it or whatnot. So yeah, Mr. Porkchop's going. Tomby's going, I'm assuming.
Oh, Tomby.
I'll drag him. I don't think he needs dragging. He seems like he's very excited to go out, and I'm excited to meet you guys too. Yesterday was so fun. This is the first time I heard Tomby's voice. It was really hard to decipher because there was a lot of British people in the chat. Did you play Starship Troopers long, Kara?
We did one. I think we did 2 more matches after you left. But we did one more easy match, and then we did one hard match. And oh my god,
the difference, right? It's so much. It gets real
well.
difficult.
They said it was the craziest match they've ever had.
Oh really? What happened?
It was just like wave after wave after wave. We were basically getting cornered into this bunker because all of these, like, there was just the aliens, the little bug guys, would not like let up. Like, it was absolutely insane.
That sounds like one of the matches that we had where it was waves of the grenadiers, the blue bomb ones, where it was hard to just deal with because it was like, okay guys, you have to let up a little bit. I can't move.
Yeah. Like, I don't think we really had any of those. But like it took us like an hour just to do
that one match
ore deposits.
Wow. I'm excited to play whatever that hard difficulty is. But that with the new update, so they never had those like specialty things where each hour it changes. So it's throwing just another wrench of difficulty in, which I appreciate. I appreciate it.
It's been fun. That was my first time playing it was yesterday with y'all. And after you guys bullied me into it.
We were really creepy, weren't we?
I felt flattered that you guys wanted me to play.
Yes, and you did. You caved in, and you did.
I did. I was working on this design. I'm trying to do a design for Legend of Zelda on let me see if I have it over here. So I did a test on this card holder, and the metal bent and messed it up, so I wasn't able to finish it. But I've got this idea for Tears of the Kingdom that I wanted to do.
Like a wallet, almost? Yeah. Looks really pretty, though.
But I was doing that design that's on Link's shoulder.
Oh, of his, the arm that got affected?
Of the tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then have, like, the logo in the middle. I cannot talk today, but it bent, and so now this doesn't close. I think it got too hot. Because I had it in my laser engraver.
That sucks.
But I'm gonna try it on a metal business card today and see if I can get it to
do its thing,
to come out the way I want it to.
I have got a super chat from Dr. Rachel for $5. She says, "Hi, I'm Max. I love Warhammer 40K and comic books. You need to run this gauntlet. Waves to line of 24 friends in order to date me."
I don't even know what that means.
You need to, she says, you need to run this gauntlet, and then in like parentheses, waves to line of 24 friends, like, you know, and then, yeah, in order to date me.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
An obstacle course.
But we are the obstacle.
we are.
Oh no.
I don't know. We tried to be wing women.
Yeah, you had a moment that you could have had a wing woman, I think, right?
Oh, with Frank Gore.
Yeah. But we were
a little.
Yeah.
No, I ended up knowing what she was doing. She was just trying to get Instagram followers, which is fine. I recognize what it was.
I know what I remember.
Yeah, because she was like, yeah, like, what's your contact information? I'll follow you on Instagram. And then she gave me hers, and I followed her, but she never followed me back. So I was like, oh, okay, I know what this is. Because she like was she has a social media presence, I guess you could say, like a couple thousand people. So, and then another $5 from Josh. He says, "All right, brother, time for a grocery run and then a workout. Max's Man Cave tonight, right? Are we going to cover that video?" Oh my God.
What video?
Josh, maybe if you want us to, that might be wild, bro. But enjoy your workout. Thank you so much for being here, man. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. You are the best. And yeah, I'll see you tonight on Max's Man Cave. There is a video going around, speaking of dating, that this guy, well, this girl put out on Twitter, or it was Twitter or YouTube or something, and this guy basically was on Bumble. He found her profile. They didn't match, but he still was able to find her on Facebook. So he messaged her voice messages, and they are the cringiest, like most just unself-aware ever, like voice messages you could ever. Like one of them is like 5 or 6 minutes long or something. It's brutal to watch. It's very brutal. So I sent it to Josh and I said, "This is what you're dealing with right now." So,
oh my gosh. Yes, you should definitely react to that. I think that having your perspectives on it would be very, very interesting.
Oh, it would be super funny. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun. But speaking of wing women, I think what would you guys recommend for a dating, like, so say some guy is looking to date and he's starting a dating profile, what would you guys be looking for, or what would you recommend that he puts on there? Because I've done that before where I've sent it to a girl who was, married. And I said she was a friend of mine, and I said, "Hey, do you mind taking a look at this and seeing what's wrong and what's whatever?" And she gave me some feedback that I think was pretty good, actually. So,
one picture with family-ish, one with friends, one of you. The first one should be of you, and it shouldn't be one of those. I can't tell which one is the person I'm trying to date. Also, I hate that, right? When you're like, which person is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I was just watching stand-up of Matt Rife and his red flag stand-up that he did in Miami. And one of the things that one of the girls yelled out was a picture with your tongue out.
To not?
And to not do. That's a red flag.
That's hilarious. Yes. Yeah.
And but she ended up being a huge hypocrite because he got her phone and was looking at her dating profile, and guess what was on her profile?
No
a
way.
picture with her tongue out and a peace sign.
See, you're definitely getting that on my profile if I had one. Me with a peace sign.
The peace sign is one thing. The tongue out. That's too funny though.
Other things that I looked for. Someone who was looked like they were fun, but like kind of homey, like how I felt at the time. Like I didn't really want someone who went out a lot, but that's just me.
Yeah, the party days, especially like I know at like my age is not attractive.
Oh my god. Want to show them? Sure. Mark got a thumb brace because he games too much.
I hurt myself playing Final Fantasy 16 every day. I actually injured myself.
Oh my gosh.
Mark's getting old.
He's getting old. I know. He's the oldest one out of all of us, I think, though, anyway, so.
I think my husband has a year on him.
83? 82?
82.
He's 82? Oh, yeah, he has a year on Mark.
Thank you for being here, Jacob. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And Jay says, Max, I know some British ladies who would gladly run that gauntlet to date a guy like you. Oh, well, thank you, Jay. I appreciate that.
So we need to get Max to the UK.
I'll find a date in the UK, isn't it?
Yeah,
so cute. He tried that.
Yeah, just so have sorry. Some tea and crumpets on our first date. Eh?
Oh my god! I love how we had two completely different reactions.
It's like a mixture of like Australian and like Cockney.
Oh my god!
I'm sure we can find some British ladies that want to play games like you do. Maybe don't do the tea and crumpets thing.
Oh
my god,
okay,
you're being so creepy, honey. Oh my god, he's like petting me from the side. Smooth the DJ for €5 Imagine dating online. Oh wait, goes back into his corner. LOL. I dated online, so I don't think it's like something that you have to feel scared about or worried about. I think that it's normal these days to date online.
I dated online and found my husband on there before, like, because we were both seeing other people at the time, and so I would just send him the cringiest messages just to see his reaction.
I found you.
No, it's like, hey man, hey baby, you gonna come pick me up tonight?
Oh my god!
Damn, you look good, dude.
Imagine.
It was like the cringiest things.
I love it though.
Come up with.
I love it. Smooth said MVP did a good Aussie. Shad would be proud. Even like he tried to do British.
Thank you. And then if you talk to Ben, who's one of the channel members here, Ben Cordwell, is Australian, and if he were to hear my Australian, he'd be like, "Oh, mate, that's not it. Like, don't do that."
Yeah. I love how you have so many like nerd friends just everywhere.
Yeah, it's cool.
When we were walking around the convention, Max would be like, "This is my friend. This is my friend." I'm like, "How many friends do you have here? Holy crap. Meet this person."
Same with you and Kara though. I mean, you guys are famous in your own right. I think we all have a good following, and the only reason I shine, or like the reason why the comic conventions are like a shining light for me, is because like not in terms of like my fame, but just in terms of how much enjoyment I get, is because I get to see all these like comic book people that I've met through YouTube and whatnot. So that's why I feel like it's definitely, even when Tugs and I went last year,
Oh
like
yeah, she was
Tugs was just
saying.
like, oh, meet this person, meet this person, meet this person. So yeah.
You were a little you had your little nerd network. I love it.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
love that. I
that's
love
good.
nerd networks.
For sure. Another thing for you, your profile. You have to have at
Oh
least one
yes.
picture with your hat off. You don't want to surprise someone with
Yes.
Oh,
that.
oh yes, yeah, no, definitely. I have well, I guess I should say I had, because I got rid of them. I used to have a picture. I think the initial picture was with my hat on, but then I had subsequent pictures with it off. I had one or two military pictures from when I was like clean shaven and in my uniform. And then I
Oh.
also had, and then I have ones that are, one's actually, one of them I think was from the Vegas meetup or the Dallas meetup or something, like with friends. Um, and then ones that were just strictly like my face, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, yeah, there's nothing worse than just if they're all group pictures, because then you're like, who the fuck are you?
Oh,
You
and
know?
don't post pictures with you and a girl, like ever, really, because then they'll be like, "Is that
Yeah,
your ex-girlfriend? Why are you posting pictures of you and your ex?" Even if they're a friend. Like I think that
right.
many women do think that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah.
You
Oh
can
my
have a
gosh.
bite,
Trying to think of more
maybe.
online faux pas. Uh,
I also had like for my, because for Hinge it'll ask you questions for your profile, so it'll say something like what do you like to do in your spare time? And then you answer the question and it shows up on your profile. You know what I
mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
So like one of them was like, what's something that you really want people to know? And well, yeah, and so I basically said, I'm very passionate about arts and entertainment, and I tend to um, I tend to be very uh, passionate about the things that I care about so much so that it like that hobby becomes a passion. And
Oh.
something like that, I would have never thought to put on there because I would have thought like, oh, that's something a pussy would say, right? But a friend of mine was like, who was a girl, she was like, no, if you put just bland shit like, I like the gym, which I do, right? But if I
You
just
sound
say,
like such a bro.
yeah,
Yeah, they
and
want to
there's,
see outside of that.
exactly, and there's nothing that would differentiate me from any other gym bro.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, you can tell in a picture if a guy goes to the gym already.
yeah, there you go. So yeah, just little things like that where I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. I would have never thought of that. Or like maybe I would have, but I would have just thought, no girl wants to actually hear that, does she? But then sure enough, like, oh yeah, that might actually be something that sticks you out from the crowd, right? So,
Mhm.
Exactly. I think it's really important to have like your hobbies on there because like if they get in and realize like oh this is a Warhammer like this guy spends
Yeah.
all his time doing Warhammer or something like it
Yeah.
might catch him off guard.
And what if you
with
find
Like
your
I always made
person?
sure to
that likes that? What if you find your person that actually likes that randomly out in the world? That would be insane.
Would that technically be a catfish?
Why?
If I don't put my hobbies on there, like, oh yeah, I like comic books and Warhammer, and then I tell her about it on a date, would you guys consider that a catfish?
No, catfish is just strictly looks, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Isn't it? At least I thought.
I don't know
Or
what the
pretending
protocol.
to be somebody that you're not.
Like
Yeah.
complete catfish. I count
Yeah.
catfishing like complete catfish, but then there's partial where like your looks obviously change. I'm not talking about hair color or anything, but like, weight, age. Like if you put a photo 10
Ooh.
years younger, like
Yeah.
that's lying, I think, in a sense. Like you want to be
Yeah.
kind of just semi-accurate. You don't have to be 100% accurate, but like if you're 300 pounds larger, or you look like you're 20 and I'm like 20 years old and you end up being like 35, that I wouldn't be very happy about that.
Yeah. I think having pictures like that span the last like year are good. Year to 6 months should be good.
Yeah, I think that's solid. I was gonna say, I have, I this is not a slight against you guys, but I think women in general are very good with angles.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
And
A little bit
and
above and turn a little to the side and yep.
It is an art.
So yeah, you guys are very good at that. And I've noticed that in the dating game. So
Yep. So that's another thing. If you're dating a woman and there is no like below the boob shot, I would be very wary of that. It's kind of like the equivalent of men in hats. It's okay if you're, don't have hair. I don't care about that. But just like, so I'm not surprised. Like if when I meet you, I'm like, oh my goodness. But that's just me.
oh yeah, 100% for sure. 'Cause yeah, I used to use it as a crutch, really, and so I would just think, you know what, it's not a big deal. Like guys wear hats all the time, but it really is something that is kind of hiding the fact that I shave my head. And there are girls who like a guy with a full head of hair. So it's definitely, I guess, in a way, a guy's way of catfishing. So well,
Yeah.
not catfishing, but
But
just
don't
trying
but don't
to.
feel bad about it. I feel like just embrace it. It's fine. It's great. It's part of you. It's not going to be the end all be all because guess what? Having hair is the least of your worries when you're dating a man.
Yes.
Right? Like they might lose it in 10 years anyway. So But yeah.
But Xray, Pearl says I have to be a high value man, and
Well, Pearl can't even get a man, so at least not that we know of. This is the one thing that bothers me is that it's single people telling the masses on how to be in a relationship. But hey,
come to the people that actually have successful relationships for advice, not people who are in the manosphere trying to
grift.
Yes.
And I mean, stats do matter, but it's not the end all.
They do.
Because they're trying to create causation out of correlations, and I don't agree with that, especially as a scientist.
Yeah, there's a lot with the manosphere stuff that I do not agree with.
I want to hear Gary talk about it. I want to hear Gary talk about it. He says he has opinions. I'm like, oh, okay.
I would know.
Yeah, I would never expect Gary to have I feel like he would just be like, I don't give a shit.
Well, he really doesn't in the end, but like if he had got on the topic, he really has I like to call it accountability mentality, and I think a lot of people who are in both feminist and the extremes of red pill extremes, I'm talking about that, they don't have accountability per se in lots of these topics.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Because
sorry,
Oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if a relationship doesn't work, you have to also see what didn't work on your end either. You can't just blame one side.
And I think that's a lot of problems nowadays is people aren't willing to look at themselves for problems.
Mm-hmm.
They're not willing to compromise or even receive any type of criticism whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or if they do receive criticism, or even somebody tries to communicate that something might be hindering the relationship, they don't know how to cope with that criticism.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest things I see within Zoomer culture is just the fact that the fact that they always have to look for outsized sources in order to hold those things responsible. Like they can never take accountability for their own actions. They always have to play victim and say, well, it was that thing that made me the way that I am. And they always tend to blame things outside instead of saying, owning up to something and going, you know what, I did fuck up here, and you know, I'm changing, or I'm gonna do better, or I've actually been working on this thing, or like, you know, there's so many different, and it shows so much humility, but in an age where narcissism reigns, like there's not a lot of that humble nature to say I messed up.
Exactly. Yeah. You definitely don't see that anymore.
Or as often. I think in the younger generation especially. And I think a lot of people, I mean, I'll say when I was that age, I definitely didn't want to take accountability. But through experience, which I know sometimes is a fun word that we all don't like to accept, but through experience, you know, you do get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan, stay away from the red pill. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, stay far, far away from the red pill.
I just like listening to it because it's funny.
I was gonna say, how interesting is it that, like, you know, what, maybe 6 months ago? No, not even. Probably less than that.
I was finding out what it was about, and
Yeah, and we all were, because these clips started popping up, and even I started seeing them and going like, "Oh my God, they're making such great points, you know?" But it was all very basic stuff that kind of
it got
introduces you into the
repetitive,
world.
and then my biggest issue was, okay, you're saying a lot of stuff about how bad these women are, but like, how do you fix it? And I think pointing it out is one thing, proposing solutions is another.
Yes.
There you go.
Because breaking someone down isn't helpful, you know?
Yeah.
I think making fun of people or peoples and trashing them, that's not going to help society or your friends. So how do you improve something that you see a problem in? And I don't know. I just like talking about my experiences. You don't have to listen to me. Just listen to what my mistakes were.
Oh, you're gonna be a good mom, because yeah, that tends to be like when my parents are like, listen, these are mistakes that we made, and we don't want to have to see you go through them when we already made them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
But
kids will be
sometimes,
kids.
yes, and sometimes you do have to go through them in order to really figure it out.
Just let them make that mistake, and then they'll come back eventually and be like, I'm so sorry for not listening to you.
I cannot tell you how many times I've said to my mom, "You were right."
Yep. Samesies. Samesies. It was it's really funny because like my mom's like, yep, I need to come back. Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Mom. Love you, Mom. Cajun Corey for $4.99. Dude, thank you for the super chat. He says, I'm heading out. See y'all for tonight's stream. And if LSU baseball wins today, I might be intoxicated.
Oh.
Celebrating a national championship. Go Tigers. Hell yeah, dude. Well, hopefully your Tigers win. That'd be dope.
I hope you have fun. That sounds
fun. That'll be great. And Josh says, I'm on the phone. Confidence is everything. Oh, so you're typing this from your phone. He says, confidence is everything, whether you have hair or not, just own it. Also, if your hair is thinning, just buzz or shave it. It's okay. And I think that's what, like, I've started doing, and it honestly looks way better than if I were just trying to grow my hair out and, you know, cling on to whatever's there.
Yeah. I won't lie. Mark tried the buzz cut, and it scared me a little bit because
Oh,
I was so
how
used to
so?
him with hair. So when I saw
Oh
the
yeah.
look of no hair, I'm like, because he didn't have a beard and he didn't have head hair in this like his old photos. I'm like, I don't know how I feel. This is just very different. This seems like a new human being.
It really like, oh God, if I were to shave my face, you guys wouldn't even like, you guys wouldn't be friends with me.
That
It's
is a
like,
lie. It
it
would just
is
take some time to get used to.
shocking. It's,
Husband
I
knows
don't
he's not
know.
allowed to shave his facial hair.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It is shocking.
It is. I definitely agree. But it is what
Um,
it is, you know? You can't
yeah.
if it's gonna
Lord,
look better with the shaven head, why not?
yeah. Lord Gravemaster and Lady Gravemaster and I were talking in Dallas, and we were laughing because Lord Gravemaster had shaved his beard one time, and well, I'll
Oh,
say
they're
The kids.
their little ones were frightened. They were like, "Well, what's wrong with Daddy?" They were just
Oh no! Oh
um.
God. Oh
So I
no.
was, oh God, um, he's another one that we had a lot of fun with.
I
Oh my
really enjoyed them.
God.
They were awesome.
They are so nice.
The Grave Masters are
The Grave
fantastic.
Masters
Yeah,
are amazing. I think they're just such great human beings. Good
they
sport he
are.
was
Yeah.
too.
Oh God, he's there for her. She's there for him. They're a power couple for sure.
Hmm.
Yes.
Um, he needs to come to more of these meetups because he was a lot of fun.
Yes, he
Yeah, I
was.
really enjoyed chatting with him.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Uh,
Mm,
I,
Um.
I was
Well,
listening to a. Oh, was it time?
It's
we
time.
Holy
yeah
crap!
we're past 2 hours.
I
Yeah.
didn't even notice. Okay, yeah, I gotta get going too because I gotta get ready.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have another stream to get
Well,
to
I have
get to.
lunch
So.
and then I have to get ready for a wedding as well. So,
Oh my
Oh,
gosh. Well,
yeah.
2 weddings in 2 weekends.
I
Good
know.
night.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
please.
But lady, man, this was
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, and I'm taking a break as well. My back hurts, and I've got to be on Valiant Renegade tonight. So,
Ooh, very
Ooh, fun.
exciting.
Okay.
So I guess catch Kara on Valiant Renegades channel, or
Hmm.
yeah.
one day you'll get my name right.
I know. I as soon as I say it, I know I say it wrong. But because I'm so tired this morning, I'm just like, my brain is not processing very quickly. I'm so
You were
sorry.
not. You were totally fine. I just like teasing you.
You
But
know
yeah.
what we need? We need a nickname for Kara. Like Xray Girl is Xray Girl. I'm MVP, but Kara needs something. So we need to figure out what that's gonna be.
Name me. Name me.
We'll figure it out slowly.
Maybe we can just call her
Ponder.
Pikachu.
Pika.
Pika. Uh,
We will see. We'll see if that sticks. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it.
yeah.
But chat, Max, Kara. Oh my God, I had to think
Yeah,
really
there
hard
we
on that
go.
one. This was fun, and
This
thank
was.
you everyone. And go over to Valiant Renegades at what time?
6 p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern.
So where you guys will talk about.
Isom. It's me and Eric will be on there. Me and Eric will.
Ooh, there we go.
Well,
That'll be
it's
really
about the
exciting.
reverse.
That'll be real exciting. So, cheers, and I'm gonna sign off. Bye.